It is 1942, the city of Stalingrad, on the banks of the Volga. River has become the focal point of one of the deadliest battles of World War II. The Nazi German army, confident in its overwhelming strength, advances relentlessly, aiming to capture this strategic city. Yet amidst the rubble and ruin, a new kind of hero emerges, a man whose skill, patience, and courage will turn the tide of battle. His name was Vasily Zaytsev. Born in 1915 in the small village of Yelenenskoye, Vasily grew up learning the ways of the wilderness, hunting, and marksmanship. These early lessons would prepare him for the most crucial challenge of his life, urban warfare in Stalingrad. The year is 1942. The German army is sweeping through Russia like a storm, and the city of Stalingrad is bracing for impact. This industrial center and transportation hub on the banks of the Volga River is a strategic prize. If the Germans can capture it, they'll have control over a key gateway to the oil fields of the Caucasus. But the Russians are prepared to defend it at all costs. And they have someone who is about to become a nightmare for the German army, Vasily Zaytsev. He's a hunter, a trapper, and a marksman. And now he's been called up to serve in the Red Army. At first, it's just another face in the crowd, a private in a vast military machine. But soon, something extraordinary begins to happen. His natural talent and skills are recognized, and he is given the chance to train as a sniper. Under the guidance of experienced instructors, he hones his skills, learning the art of stealth, precision, and patience. As the German army closes in on Stalingrad, the city turns into a fortress. Streets become killing zones. Buildings are transformed into firing positions, and every rooftop is contested territory. That's where Vasily finds his calling. No longer just a number in a uniform, he becomes a hunter of hunters, a ghost who appears and disappears at will, striking fear into the hearts of the German soldiers. His first mission is daunting. A group of German soldiers has taken up a strong defensive position on a nearby building, pinning down a group of friendly troops and preventing them from advancing. It's a risky assignment, but one that Vasily is eager to undertake. With the help of his comrades, he maneuvers into position, finding a spot from which he can get a clear shot at the enemy. Then he waits, lying motionless, his rifle steady, his eyes focused on the target. When the moment is right, he takes the shot. It's a perfect hit. The enemy soldier doesn't stand a chance. One by one, Vasily eliminates the remaining German soldiers, securing the area for his comrades. They advance. Vasily melts back into the shadows, his work here done. Word of his skills spreads through the ranks, and soon, he's known as the Ghost of Stalingrad. His targets are the enemy's best, the machine gunners, the snipers, the officers who coordinate the attacks. But he doesn't just take out key targets. He strikes fear into the hearts of the German soldiers. Every bullet he fires is a reminder that death can come from the shadows. There is no safety in numbers, that even the most heavily defended positions are vulnerable. And as the battle for Stalingrad rages on, the stakes rise. The Germans are bringing in their best, their most experienced snipers. Men who have honed their skills on the battlefields of France and the Soviet Union. They've heard tales of the Ghost of Stalingrad, and they are eager to prove themselves against such a formidable opponent. Among them is Major Max Walden, a veteran sniper with a flawless record. Walden is confident in his skills, but he knows that this will be his toughest assignment yet. Zaytsev has the home advantage. He knows the city like the back of his hand, its buildings, its streets, its hidden pathways. He's also supported by a network of civilians who provide him with food, information, and ammunition. But despite these advantages, Zaytsev knows that he's facing the best of the German army. He can't afford to make any mistakes. The game is afoot. Zaytsev and Walden stalk each other through the ruins of Stalingrad, each trying to get the upper hand. They exchange shots, but neither can get a clean kill. Both are masters of their trade. Both are patient, skilled, and deadly. But there can only be one winner. And when it comes, it's a moment of pure skill and daring. Seizing a rare opportunity, Vasily takes the shot. The bullet finds its mark. Walden collapses, ending the duel and cementing Vasily's status as a legend. But victory comes at a price. The battle for Stalingrad is one of the deadliest of the war, a brutal urban conflict that grinds on for months. Vasily is wounded several times, losing part of his hearing and coming close to death more than once. But each time he recovers, he returns to the front, more determined than ever to defend his city, his country, his home. The cold of the Russian winter sets in, and Stalingrad becomes a frozen wasteland. The fighting continues unabated, and the stakes are higher than ever. For both sides, the city is a vital strategic prize. Neither is willing to give an inch. Amidst the snow and ice, Vasily's skill becomes even more valuable. He is able to take out enemy soldiers without exposing himself to the freezing temperatures, making him a critical asset to his comrades. The stories of his exploits become legendary, whispered in hushed tones around campfires, keeping the spirits of the Red Army soldiers high. But he is more than just a legendary sniper. He is a symbol of hope in a time of darkness, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the harshest conditions. With each passing day, the situation in Stalingrad becomes more desperate. The German army is closing in, and the Red Army is struggling to hold the line. But then something unexpected happens. The tides begin to turn. The Red Army launches a counterattack, pushing the Germans back. Vasily is at the forefront of the action. His skill and courage inspire his comrades, and together they fight to reclaim every inch of Stalingrad. But the battle is far from over. The Germans are tenacious, and they fight back fiercely, throwing everything they have into the fight. But the Red Army is prepared. They have learned from their mistakes, and are more determined than ever to win. And at the heart of this struggle is Vasily Zaytsev, the ghost of Stalingrad. His legend has grown, and so has his skill. He is a master sniper now, feared and respected by the German soldiers. But for all his skill and courage, he is still just a man. He gets tired, he gets hungry, and sometimes he just wants to give up, but he knows that he can't. Not only because of the lives of his comrades, but because of the very future of Stalingrad. And so he fights on, taking shot after shot, eliminating enemy after enemy. Finally, the day comes when the Germans are driven out of the city. Stalingrad is won, and Vasily Zaytsev is a hero. He has saved his city, defended his country, and proved that one man can make a difference. In the end, he didn't just become a legend, he lived one. His story reminds us that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of fighting for what you believe in. That is the story of Vasily Zaytsev, the legendary sniper of Stalingrad. How did his life change after the war? To find out more about this legendary sniper, check out our follow-up content on his incredible life.